things I'd like to talk about that people are often asking me about is 1099 contract employees. Can I just save some money and have a contractor instead of all the hassles of payroll and employees? I mean, unfortunately, there are dangers to that. You know, I want to talk about at least 3 of those dangers right now. I mean, number 1 is misclassifying 1099 contractors that should be employees. There are very strict guidelines other than you just want them to be contractors that are set up by the IRS and by the state agencies on whether or not you can pay someone as a contractor. And people often think that it's not that big of a deal. Unfortunately, it's one of the biggest things that gets audited, and especially in certain industries where contractors are used heavily. The next thing is just lawsuits and thinking about workman's compensation and insurance. If any of your contractors get hurt and they go behind your back and complain about whether or not they really believe they were an employee, and there's some scary situations that have come up in the past that really can really hurt a company, especially when it comes down to those contractors and getting hurt on the job, workman's comp insurance, and other types of lawsuits. Another really big danger is just your business practices. Everything that you hold proprietary in your business and how you run your business is your client lists, your telephone numbers, how you do the things you do and why you're good at them. Those things become open, and you need to make sure that with those, if you have unprotected business practices, they can be highly accessible to contract workers that aren't subject to the same types of policy and rigor that you might have set up for your employees. You know, some of the things that we can do to really think about that is work with your tax advisor and work with your accountant. They can help you determine the right classifications for your employees. Can you really have contract employees in the type of work that you're doing? Can you really make sure, you know, that that's not going to come back to bite you? Another thing you can do is make sure that you're going to have contracts set up with these contract employees. There's an understanding of what the job responsibilities are going to be, what tools they're going to be using, what their work hours are going to be, what the expectations are going to be, how they're going to be paid, how their insurance is going to be paid, so that it is very clear and unconditional about, you know, when everybody signs off on that person is agreeing to be a contract employee. It can really prevent a lot of hassle down the road with insurance, lawsuits, and the like. And the last thing, really put controls in place. You know, you want to make sure your contractors don't have access to the things that can be used or used against you or used in your competition, that you are not providing them full access to everything that you do. So you have to have some internal controls in place. It's really, really important.